Bitcoin is exploding to the top side and it's doing something we've seen before. So that's exactly what we need to discuss within today's update video. But of course, we will discuss a lot more than only that. We will take a look into towards the most important Bitcoin charts, the latest news hitting the markets and upcoming events for this week. And we will take a deep dive into towards Ethereum and a little bit of altcoins. So from there guys, first of all, make sure to subscribe to the channel and watch and like my latest YouTube videos, and then we can dive into towards the most important content, because Bitcoin is absolutely exploding to the top side and it's breaking out of this bull flag pattern, and that is something we've seen before not too long ago. And basically this bull flag is completely breaking to the top side now with a price target of over 130,000 US dollars. So that is looking absolutely insane for Bitcoin. But we do have a major warning signal, and that is this CME gap which we left behind this weekend. And that's going to be important to discuss, because about 90% of these CME gaps tend to get filled up quite quickly afterwards, just like we saw with this major CME gap. But because of the significance of this breakout, I don't think we will be filling up the CME gap very soon. I do think it's in the end eventually it's going to happen, but in my opinion it should not be recent, simply because you are scared of that CME gap, because it could also be the case that Bitcoin just starts pumping higher and, for example, fills the CME gap in like the next few weeks here. And I do think this breakout is looking insanely bullish for Bitcoin. But of course, be cautious, because yes, there is a CME gap here and we have to pay attention towards it. Bitcoin is actually bouncing off this super important support level, which we have been discussing in detail within the latest YouTube videos, so make sure to also check those videos out. We have been discussing this support level a lot for Bitcoin, and now we are bouncing off exactly that support level back to the top side. And then in general, we do have a big week incoming with Fed officials to be speaking all week, basically CPI data, PPI data, initial jobless claims, and also a Trump and Putin meeting at the end of this week. So it's going to be a massive week also for the US inflation data, so be aware of that. I'm definitely expecting a lot of volatility this week. Also yesterday, Michael Saylor posted the Bitcoin tracker again, so probably today he's going to announce another massive Bitcoin purchase, which could of course be very bullish once again. And guys, if you do want to be trading Bitcoin altcoins yourself, make sure you do it on Bitunix over here. I've linked this platform below under all my latest YouTube videos, because I do think this is going to be the most beginner friendly platform to start trading yourself, because here you can claim over 400 US dollars just by signing up on the platform. So make sure to check Bitunix out if you're getting interested in trading yourself and claiming some absolutely insane beginner bonuses there. And now I do want to dive a little bit in towards Ethereum, because Ethereum has been taking the spotlights in the last few days, exactly bouncing out of this bear trap like we have been discussing on the channel. And I do think Ethereum is now facing a little bit of resistance, mostly because Ethereum versus Bitcoin is facing yet another crucial level here. And this is going to be an important level, because the last time we saw such a resistance, we did saw a slight consolidation for Ethereum versus Bitcoin slightly under that level. And I do think something like that could happen once again. A little bit of consolidation before that next push higher for Ethereum versus Bitcoin, because it isn't just going to be one straight line to the top side. We are always going to see slight pullbacks, breakout patterns, etc. So this is going to be very healthy for Ethereum versus Bitcoin, in my opinion. And if you take a look into towards Ethereum on the bigger time frame, on the monthly, if you zoom out on Ethereum, I don't think this is a completely realistic price target, but it is the price target of this breakout, and even if we are just going to see a push towards, for example, $6,000, it's still going to be absolutely insane for Ethereum and of course also the altcoins market here. So definitely quite excited about that. I do think now we are trading in an Ethereum season. So if you're taking a look in towards the different phases of the crypto cycle, I do think now we are trading in phase 2, where Ethereum has been outperforming Bitcoin / is outperforming Bitcoin, because that's happening the last 2 quarters here. And I do think the next phase is going to be the phase where large caps will start pumping. I do think this is going to happen once Ethereum breaks towards that new all-time high, which I do think is possible this year, and then we could be moving towards phase 3 and phase 4, so large caps, and that true altcoin season everybody has been waiting for like the last few years. Because yes, this is going to be a bullish period for altcoins. The total to market cap, so basically everything besides Bitcoin, tends to perform very well from August towards the end of the year in post-halving years. So I'm once again expecting something similar for altcoins, guys. So it's looking quite good. I do still believe in that massive altcoin season, which is coming very close now. And guys, that was it for today's update video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's update video, and I will see you guys within the next update video tomorrow.